The paradox of spiritual practice is that as you go further, you desire less and less, and yet you have more and more. And that doesn't mean you have more materially, but you're more fulfilled, meaning like filled with spirit. So you don't need petty desires. You don't need a new car or a new house or a chick with bigger tits. It's just like it doesn't enter the equation. It's like, why? Like, it doesn't compute. It's not like you'd say no necessarily, but it's kind of like irrelevant. It's kind of irrelevant. You're just sort of filled filled with spirit. That's what spiritual development comes to. That's the point that it comes to, where you just desire less because there's less to desire. There's less unfulfilled because you are fulfilled. So that's what comes to mind with that. And then paradoxically, when desires do manifest, they're manifesting not from this sort of limited ego complex that like wants things and feels lack. It comes from you being fulfilled, and what's filled you, spirit itself, is moving in a particular direction. There's like not the individual egoic desire, but the, if you want to call it, desire of spirit itself, of God, the imperative of God, God's will, that like flows through you, and that makes manifest whatever it desires.
Gotcha.
So that's where like what I was pointing to with high level manifestation, so to speak, is like the desire and the manifesting the actual thing and actual reality are happening seamlessly, all in one piece. And authentic, meaning not like limited ego, desire, needy, wanting, but like genuine imperative arises, and it just starts happening. I told you about the trip to Peru, right? The trip to Peru that I'm guiding in January. And that thing, okay, so this is how it happened. I'm co-facilitating weekend of ayahuasca ceremonies, 3 nights in, I don't know, this is like a month ago. I go into the weekend with no plans to go to Peru at all. During the first ceremony, the thought enters my mind, oh, maybe I should go to Peru. That was it. It was just like, maybe I should go to Peru. I wake up the next morning, and that thought has grown into, I'm going to be in Costa Rica in early January. So maybe I'll just head over to Peru for a week myself. That's it. Like just a week, little stopover, say what's up, to do some ceremonies, fly home. And it's still just like, maybe I will, maybe I won't. That morning, I'm sitting with 2 people who are talking about, upcoming retreats that we're about to run, talking about the Costa Rica weekend. And one of the people said she wants to go to Peru, but she doesn't want to go alone. And all I said was, I'm thinking about going for a short stay after Costa Rica. If that interests you, I'm not sure if I'm going to go, but I'm thinking about it. Within an hour, I had 10 people signed up to, not me having 10 people signed up, but within an hour, 10 people all said, no, I want to go on those dates. Will you like lead a group there? And the whole thing just materialized out of nowhere. I had nothing to do with it. I was like, okay, like I wasn't even really planning on going, but I guess I'm going. It was not a thought in my mind going into that weekend. And then suddenly I'm like leading a group. And that's the sort of like will of God, so to speak. And now I'm still not really doing anything. I'm not organizing. People are just reaching out to me. Hey, can I come? Okay, put them on the list. And the people who are coming are like the perfect people. So I'm here to follow the patterns, like a surfer who's there to surf the waves. The surfer isn't there to like splash around and try to make some waves and hop on the board and surf the waves that he makes. That's the sort of egoic desire system trying to make things happen, wanting things and chasing things. Whereas the higher level I'm pointing to is like you're seamlessly riding the waves as they arise. And when you ride those waves, the like small little splashy shit in the ocean just feels very like, why bother? It's nothing, you know. It's irrelevant. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Cool.